Zohran Mamdani just announced that he's keeping the pro-Israel police commissioner of New York City, Jessica Tish, in her position through his administration. He announced this on Good Morning America the morning after he got elected. And obviously everyone's been wondering if Zohran is going to stick to his progressive platform or if it was just talk to help him get elected, especially on Israel. And keeping Jessica Tish is really the first indication of what kind of concessions he might make to his political opponents. She's a staunch Zionist. She was a featured speaker at the Pro-Israel Anti-Defamation League's annual conference, where she gave a speech where she said that the Palestinian fight for freedom was a war on us, meaning Jews. And she also said that many of the people protesting against Israel's genocide were motivated by anti-Semitism.
The protesters' target was not and is not Israeli policy or geopolitics or even the horrors of war, but the Jewish people themselves.
It was under her leadership that the NYPD labeled keffiyehs and watermelons as anti-Semitic symbols, and the NYPD underwent anti-Semitism training by Zionist organizations where Tish herself gave the opening remarks. Jessica Tish is also an alum of Harvard's branch of Chabad Lubavitch, which is an ultra-Orthodox sect of Judaism with ties to some of the most radical segments of the Zionist movement, and she even visited their headquarters in Crown Heights in her capacity as police commissioner. One of the first meetings she took as police commissioner was with the Israeli consul general. It was reported that in this meeting she took great concern with the status of the Israeli hostages in Gaza, which is weird because she is the police commissioner of New York City. And by the way, if the name Tish sounds familiar, it's probably because you've seen it plastered all over New York City. Jessica Tish is the daughter of one of the most powerful Jews in the world, James Tish, the CEO of Lowe's Corporation, which is a corporate conglomerate which has netted him a net worth of over $10 billion. James Tish is on the board of directors and was formerly the chairman of the board of directors for the Jewish Agency for Israel, which is a Zionist group that tries to get Jews outside of Israel to visit and move to Israel. On policing, Jessica Tish is a typical defend all officers style cop and even overturned the NYPD's own ruling that they should fire an officer who shot and killed a Bronx man over a seatbelt infraction. Keeping Jessica Tish has soothed the concerns of some of Zohran's critics, like House Minority Leader and AIPAC favorite Hakeem Jeffries, who said that the choice represented Zohran's commitment to the safety of Jewish New Yorkers. But this does make it difficult for Zohran to fall through on his promises. For example, arresting Benjamin Netanyahu if he were to set foot in New York City, or closing the NYPD liaison office in Israel. So the real question here is, in his attempts to compromise with the system, will he succeed in getting the system to compromise back, or will the system end up compromising him?